And don't run over the...
Welcome back to another video. Haven't done one of these in a while, obviously, because this is 5th of February. Wowee, what a long time ago that is. But I've been busy. We've been busy doing the Jamaican Music and Food Festival. Check that out. So, where are we? This is National Boulevard, run by Coburg Cycling Club. It's a great criterium. Get more people at Coburg. Make Coburg great again. And this is the first lap. Keegan from Rouland off the front already. This is lap 1, fellas and fellarettes. I don't know. So here we are. And I'm following Aiden like a hawk. Caw, caw. That's not a hawk sound. Here he goes. He's going full bicky. And it was this day that Aiden broke his rear brake cable. So he had no choice but to be on the front. Had no choice but to be on the front. Imagine that. Just before a race, you break a brake cable. Say that 10 times fast. I'm being followed by Keegan. He's following me as well. We're all following everybody. Everyone's following everyone. And we actually averaged 45 kilometers an hour. So we were chopping off pretty hard. This is us here. I'm mid-pack. I'm following the big Cypriot. Keep an eye on the big Cypriot. Black Rafa kit. Big boy on the blue Sato with Campagnolo. That's a group set. Campagnolo is a great group set. Don't even at me. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant group set. Campagnolo is the best. There's Aiden following me, followed by a few others, and a few others after that. A few small gaps here and there. Big Cypriot goes again. This is the next lap though. Gruppo Compacto. Gruppo Compacto. Another lapping once again. I don't know how far along into this race we are, but I know Lee Phillips attacked with just a few laps to go. And I come across. Do I pull a turn? Nah, I don't pull a turn. Get my breath back. Waiting for the moment where I can go and just go full send. Everything in. All the biscuits in at once for me. And Lee goes again, once again. Counter-attack his own attack. He countered his own counter-attack. Imagine that. But we're coming together. This is Gruppo Compacto. Again, everyone's following everyone. No one's letting anything go. No one's letting anyone go. And we've got a few handful of riders left, a few laps to go. And I'm chasing at this point. So at this point, Carey and Aiden have gone up the road. And Carey rolls over Aiden for the W. And I'm, well, racing for third. But Lee Phillips is behind me. I've got a big shadow behind me as well. He's not pulling through. He's not pulling through. He had some interesting words with me after the race. He didn't want me to win, but he was okay with Aiden winning. There he goes. Absolute wheel sucker. Lee Phillips, he's not going to chase down Aiden. He takes third. He takes fourth, fifth. I'll take, well, sixth, I think it was. Whatever it was.
Focus for the whole thing. So 2 seconds and you'll be in it as well.
I've got to get to bike.
All right. Kerry, congratulations. Took up first, mate.
Thanks, Ed.
And not long ago, you weren't even in this grade, mate. You were down in B grade.
Yeah, I was winning B grade consistently, so they put me up, and a bit of a shock to the system for the first probably season.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And young Aiden got you to the line.
He pretty much rode the last 3 laps on the front, drilling it, and I just sat on and played.
And hope for God.
Well, kind of recovered and then had enough to sprint.
Excellent. Well, good luck and congratulations, by the way.
Thanks, Ed.
Going for coffee.
Yes.
And what else was that, Aiden? Coffee
Massages.
Coffee, I'm a croissant. I don't, nothing else.
Nothing else? He's not buying lunch?
Oh yeah, he's buying lunch. As a winner, he has to buy dinner as well. He'll also pay for my Warney entry. I'll let the team know.
About that. You can't record this bit.
Good race yesterday, mate.
Thank you very much.
Came in second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Good fun at Coburg.
Good
More
fun.
people should come down and support.
Ready for today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired. I was
Terence told me to check him after on race radio after the first 10 minutes.
just okay, while you about a gig?
Yeah.
No, it's down here, mate. We're not FBI
This is
agents.
a secret service.
Yeah.
What Secret Service there, Terence? How are you doing it?
Like that.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Might be first finisher.
Well, there's always first place to pull out.
That's it.
There you go.
Finisher.
You all ready for today?
This is some setup. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It feels looking pretty strong. There's quite a lot of boys that will be tuning up for the Warney, so we'll probably throw in. Probably pretty fast, I reckon.
Yeah.
We'll see. See how we go.
It should be fast. The road looks fast.
Same as last week. It looks fast.
Looks fast.
Looks fast. Here we go.
Hey, look. The hurt box today. No idea what they're doing. No idea what they're doing. Look, numbers on back to front, upside down. What can I say? Look a bit sweaty. You reckon you got top 10?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. And as I was saying to you, mate, what's it like? All this training on Beach Road.
It's definitely a bit faster.
A bit faster than Beach Road.
Yeah.
But you actually said you've been training somewhere else. Where have you been training?
Boulevard.
Kew Boulevard.
It's a bit hillier.
You know this is flat, right?
Yeah.
There's one hill in this, and it's on a corner.
Yeah, well, I wasn't especially training for a crit. I was just doing it because it's fun.
Well, did you have fun? Enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good fun.
Oh, excellent. You'll be up in A grade in no time.
Yeah, next week.
Next week. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, another Sunday.
Another
here at
Sunday,
church.
another race.
A lot of boys are here today, so it should be good.
And a lot of NRS boys.
Yep.
It's going to be a very tough race out there.
I think we've got 8 informed boys, maybe 3 giant boys. I'm here solo, that's all right. Makes it exciting. Yeah.
Well, you'll have Matty Ross out there joining you soon, won't you?
We will, I think. Fingers crossed. I think he's
It's
on
close.
the mend, which is good.
He's on the mend, yeah.
Yeah. I saw him last night. Yeah, it'd be good to have him back. He's a menace on the bike out here on Glenvale.
Oh, he is. Yep, absolutely.
I don't think he'll be back for the Warney, but hopefully for the European races we'll have him on the team.
Excellent. What about yourself? How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Yeah, had a few easy days after the TDU just to relax. Did a solid ride yesterday to keep the momentum going. Solid day ride today. Solid ride tomorrow. And then yeah, we'll see. We've got 2 of Gippsland next week.
Cool.
Yeah, and then the Warney the week after.
So we are at Glenvale. What the bride is called Church. Glenvale Church. There is a church on the Glenvale Crescent. And of course, Glenvale, single file lines, 60 odd riders, 60 bike lengths from number 1 to number 60. That's a big distance to have. Large distance to cover with 60 bike lengths. That's huge. And I'm solidly bad position. Too far back to follow anything big, but enough to save energy to do a big attack. So it's that trade-off. Save enough tickets to do a big burner, but not quite close enough to follow something like a big burner if someone goes in front. And yeah, we're zooming through the second corner. It's a slight incline, but we're still flying. And I'm behind. Could it be Smiths? It was Smiths for sure. One of the best wheels to follow. Look at that fade in. This is C grade. So C grade, big good breakaway in C grade. And we're passing them. They're single file, so they're doing awesome. And look at this. What a groupo to have. And Jimmy Whelan wheeling it back. And it's single file line. Who's missed the break? Who has missed it? They're chasing hard. There he goes. Full bicky. James Forbes trying to chase it back for the peloton. I missed it, so I'm showing the back. I spent my ticket trying to get up to it. Didn't make it. Spent my ticket. Liam White. I'm full bicky. Whitey on the front, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 informed riders. Some giant, some narrow. Steve Robb's up there, being chased back by Will. Will Dave on James Forbes made sure we didn't get lapped by the field. It's a thankless job to not get lapped, but it's a solid Solid gap, unfortunately for us. Solid gap. We didn't bring it back in the end. Spoiler alert. Didn't get lapped either. So we almost did chase them back. Well, not me personally. That guy did. Massive kudos to that guy. Following our probably the nicest BMC that I've seen. Gold BMC. Look at this group now. Trying to make ends meet. Trying to finish the day. I'm behind Mickey G now. One of the riders who can do 600 kilometers in a weekend. Fairly solid by him. Blake Quick with the W. Blake Quick is too quick. Anyone said that before? Nah. Except for me. Next week, 13th of February, one day before Valentine's Day. Imagine if Glenvale was on Valentine's Day. Imagine how many pissed off girlfriends or boyfriends there would be. Not too happy. Here we are. Steve Robb and Raf Feinstein already off the front. This was a quiet Glenvale because there was the Tour of Gippsland on. And it didn't show up because it was just too far away. Just kidding. Gippsland's one of the closest NRS races. Just wanted to focus for the warning. This is Glenvale though. Glenvale is more fun. And look at us. Look at that. Look at that massive gap. That's a huge gap. So Steve and Raf just tapping away. Not really. They're doing probably over 400 watts. Trying to get away, and he goes for the win. Steve-O for the win. Cyclehouse takes a win at Glenvale. Here comes the race for third. Almost got there.
Yeah, I was pretty relieved. I was like just monitoring the gap, and I was thinking, okay, if it's the length of a straight, I know I can get across that. The wind was favourable because I knew I had the strength to get across, but the bunch was mucking around and they weren't organised, so I thought I'd better get across. So happy to get across, and then I think we worked pretty well together for most of the race, and happy to come away with a win.
TJ actually held the peloton back a little bit, got it out to 32 seconds. You were exactly half a lap away from each other. So,
good man, TJ, good teamwork. That's what we're all about, Cyclehouse.
Were you aware where you were in the race?
No idea. There were some people giving some time gaps on the side of the road, but when I heard there was like 8 or 9 seconds, I did a few full lap turns to open the gap, but yeah, I had no idea really. I knew it was big because we had the length of the straight.
When you finally could see them at the end of the straight in the last 2 laps, what was that like?
That was a relief. You could sort of didn't have to do like 450 watt turns. You could just back it down to like 380. So
the last 2 laps, you actually sat up a little bit. I'll say a little bit. It opened up the gap a little bit. But then on the last lap, you dug in again, obviously to decide who's going to take the win. You must have been pretty tired by then.
Yeah, I was pretty fried. That wind was hard after basically being away for an hour. So yeah, it was not the most glamorous sprint.
Alrighty, we are at the best criterium in the world. Hawthorn Teardrop Criterium. Best wine in the world. Can't find anything better. What do you know that has a crit that's got a hairpin? Off cambered, mind you. A nice left sweeper, fast pedally sweeper with a bit of a false flat, which we're coming into soon, and a hill. Can't find it anywhere else in the world. This is the hill we finish on. Bang, look at this group. It's been decimated already. I'm following probably the best wheel to follow this crit. Stu Smith. He can corner like no one except for Stu Smith. What's going on here? Why am I on the front? Oh, this is the group. Missed the group, unfortunately for me. This was the one to be in if I wasn't ever having a break. That's right. Forgive me, I wasn't at my best fitness back then, way back. Look at this group being decimated by the big bad Jimmy Whelan, who's finally gone overseas. Thank you for that. You don't have to race against the big World Tour legs of Jimmy Whelan. Now I'm trying to bring him back. Trying to not get lapped. This is the finish though. Raf Feinstein taking out the win. What a win by him. This is cosmetic at this point. I do all the work.
Oh, you know, just leave it all out there. So now it's just recovery, get some drinks, and then off next week again.
Yeah, so you're off to Gippsland this weekend, or off to Warney the next week?
Just a Warney for me.
Work and not get lapped. don't get repaid for it, unfortunately. Thankless job. Look at this, look at this, look at this crew we've got. This is a tough crit. This is a few days before the warnable too. 3 days before the big bad warning. You know how I did well. So this race I had to pretty much be on the form of my life, really. I had 3 days to shape up. 3 days to shape up and go vroom vroom. And look at this, now I've come out in force. Aiden has got some teammates to get the win against the inform boys, who are indeed in form. Look at this. What a small bunch. Make crits big again. Get some big numbers at the crits. And I'm following wheels. I don't know what's happened here. Again, this is a long time ago. I can't remember exactly what happened. On the front, there's a good set of riders up the front. And I'm trying to drill it back because I know Steve's behind me. I know he can get up to that. I know Big Steve-O can get a big W. So I'm drilling it. Making sure we don't get lapped. Making sure I don't miss that break. I've got a small gap too. Just a small gap. Stevie's on my wheel. I know he's on my wheel because there he goes. There goes Steve. There goes the boys from Nero. That's that group there. So next lap, Steve gets a gap next lap. And for the rest of us, it's pretty much Grupo Compacto. There goes Marco. Marco's flying at the minute. Absolutely flying. How does Marco get so strong? I know how he gets strong. He's riding every day. Rides Mount P every day. This is me, out the back of this group. Sam Greenwood doing the work.
Yeah, it was still a very fast race, not as windy, but Nero was here with like 5 guys, so they tried to keep it together for a sprint, and Marco kept the pace on, and then eventually I think just, tired legs opened up a couple of splits, and then there was just like, I think 5 was up or four of us off the front, so yeah, I was able to get the sprint. Marco did a great job leading me out, so happy to take 3 in a row.
Well, that is 3 in a row now. You're after Matt Ross's record now, by the looks of it.
I think he's hard to beat, so I'll keep on trying, but I think his record will be lasting for a while.
Alrighty then, this is like 2 weeks later, 2nd of March. So a long time ago. We're getting closer to today's date though. Getting back up there. Look at this overhead view. Anyone pedal through the corner? Nah. Everyone's pedal up. Very good news. Don't want to pedal down this crit. You will bash it. You will bash that pedal and go face first in tarmac. And off the front was Jimmy Whelan and Mark O'Brien. Of course, those two go off the front. Big World Tour legs of Jimmy Whelan. Marco's basically World Tour anyway. Dad Watts. He's got Dad Watts. Serious Dad Watts and dad jokes. Kudos to him. And I'm just chilling back. Getting some better cornering techniques. Hey, there he goes. Noodle. Doing some work. Long line. And I'm just chilling. Chilling with Kerry at the back. Tail gunning. There he goes, Marco. Absolutely flying up this hill. Aiden Buttigieg trying to drill it back. And this is coming into like a couple laps to go. And Stu Smith made a good launch. And of course, I'm drilling it back. Trying to wheel it back in. He's coming back in. Got a small gap behind me as well. Just the smallest of margins. But a small gap at the teardrop can definitely balloon out like a helium balloon. It can get large and grow. This is the next lap. I'm just about on the wheel. So I didn't get a gap and didn't bridge across to Stu. And this is for the win. Jimmy Whelan over Marco. He comes in second. Not a bad person to come second to, actually. Not a bad person. Jimmy Whelan flying. Got the Europe legs. Those European legs. He's in Girona now, I think. Good luck to him. This is the next week, 9th of March. Nick White playing with his disc rotors and his disc pads. And I feel that trouble, you know? There's so little margin, there's so little few millimeters between the disc rotor and the disc brake. You change any one of them and you spend an hour on that thing, making sure it doesn't rub. Marco off the front already. He loves going off the front, Marco, and I'm drilling him back. Not having a repeat of last week. Not having it. Tired of missing the break.
I was going on Mount Pleasant Road and kangaroo, I saw it, it looked at me and then it just bounced into my front wheel. I went over the handlebars and I tried to break my fall with my wrist and broke my wrist.
Oh, you're back up and riding now. How do you feel?
I actually felt pretty good tonight, surprisingly. But yeah, I just need to work on my sprint a bit, but apart from that, it's all good.
Here we are. Bridging this Stu Smith and Marco little lead we got, which is dangerous to say the least. I bring it back. There's a bit of a gap, and there goes Fergus. So whatever gap I had, now I lost it just because I had to yield there. And then now I have to bridge this break right now. I'm bridging. I'm building enough bridges here to have a city. Bridging enough gaps to have an aqueduct. Too many bridges there. And I thought, oh, my race is done at this point. My race is over. Never bringing this back. Then I found another gear. Tried to hack at the race. Try to axe it. And I come across. I'm inches away at this point. Maybe not inches. You can see the distance. It's not inches. But Stu Smith can corner like nobody's business. Except for Stu's business. He's pretty quick around the corners. There he goes, Fergus. And Stu gives that look back. Nah, I give that. Nah. Shaking the head, look at Stu. He fills in that gap, thankfully. He goes small gap too. Small gap, but it's strong enough, this group. But not to be. Not to be at all. Wonder why I always do so much work on the front. Only way I can win, unfortunately. Need to spend winter in the gym. Need to get big in the gym. Need to get some fat watts in the gym. Just fat sprinter watts. Look at that flare though. It's almost J.J. Abrams like. You see that Star Trek movie? How many flares in that? Woo-wee! Here you go, J.J. Abrams. Now I'm just chilling at the back, trying to recover. Now I've attacked a bit. Found a small little attack, trying to get up with this guy. But don't worry, I'm not leading the race because Marco, once again off the front. Surprise, surprise. We let Marco go off the road. Never should have happened. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. There are a few things you can't let happen in the world. Marco cannot get up the road. You just can't. You just can't let Marco go up the road anymore. He's flying too much. He's like an eagle, soaring.
Pretty hard out there, mate. I just saw it's the highest normalised I've ever had at Q, so just in time for all the no races coming up.
Now, did you know that you guys done a couple of laps out there that were sub 1 minute?
Really? Is that fast? I'll have to double check. I don't know what's a fast lap these days.
Fast lap is still around the 1 minute mark.
Okay,
so
that's good.
Sub 1 minute is hoofing it.
Yeah, that's good going, mate. I'm pretty happy with that.
Now, you took the lead, you took the win this time, but last week you had a shadow for most of the race.
Yeah, yep, there with Wheels last week. That was good fun, just before he shot off to Europe.
And just last lap he took you in the last hill climb.
Yeah, well, it was a big battle between the diesel engines out there. I actually thought I was going to get him in the sprint, but he hit me before the last corner and I didn't get back. But no shame losing to Jimbo. He's won a few good races this year.
And he's off to Europe already. Are you heading out off at all this year?
No, not me, mate. I'm a dad. I'm just a crit star these days. That's all I do.